Hello, everyone. Good afternoon to you from my end. It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon, just a little bit past 2 p.m. And we're really excited to be here for cohort 12 graduation. It's really exciting because we've been on several cohorts and this is the 12th one. So it's marking 1 year of our LinkedIn Elevation program and we could not be more grateful. So if you can hear me on LinkedIn or YouTube, just say something in the chat just so I know that you can hear me. Let me see. Let me see if everybody can hear me before I keep going. Let's see. So if you can hear me, please let me know in the chat that you can hear me so that we can keep going. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to you. I'm always excited to see the first person that comes into the room. So it's today we are celebrating our LinkedIn Elevation program, and I'm just going to be sharing a little bit of that in a minute. But let me just make sure that I'm streaming and everybody can hear me before we keep going. So if you're here and you can hear me, say something right back to me, just so I know. Oh yeah, oh Professor Roxana is on YouTube. Okay. My Bironka is here, Kinde is here. Oh, okay. Now I now I know I'm not talking to myself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming. I always feel like I always want to see people. When I don't see anybody, I feel like I don't want to be talking and not see that my people are there. Kinde, thank you for being here. Gospel, the gospel of God, gospel according to God. Thank you. Romosele, thank you for being here. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Yes, the anniversary class indeed. This is cohort 12. This is 1 year anniversary. So that is even more, it's even more special for me. It's more special for us that somehow we've been able to keep up the momentum, despite any challenges that we faced along the way, which is normal with life, right? It's very normal that when you are going through life, things will not always go smoothly, but we must always have the courage to keep moving forward. That's the goal. The goal is to always have the courage to move forward, have the courage to not give up, no matter what happens, no matter the challenges we face in life. So I'm happy and I'm hoping that we are going to spend about an hour or so in this graduation and then wrap it up and people can go back to their busy life. So thank you so much for showing up here. Thank you so much for showing up here. Thank you for your support so far. I see some of the old timers, some of the, should I say, the people who have been in the cohorts for the longest time. I see them always still, whenever I see them coming around to still support, it gives me a lot of confidence, right? It gives me a lot of confidence because, of course, as human beings, there are always times when you reach a point and you're wondering if what you're doing has any impact. But by the time you see your people who continue to cheer you on, it gives you the courage to keep going. So before we get started today, before I start bringing in part of the graduates and the people who are at the back of the studio, I see that they're behind the studio. Before I bring them up stage, I'm just going to do an introduction. Of course, I believe that most of the people here, you already know who I am, right? My name is Dr. Amaka Ifeduba, and I'm the founder and I'm the lead coach of Scholar Up Mentoring Academy, as you can see from my backdrop. And at Scholar Up Mentoring Academy, basically we do two things, right? We do two things in specifically. The first part, which is what we are celebrating today, is our LinkedIn Elevation Program or our personal branding journey, which is helping professionals, specifically professionals who are in their career or professionals in their businesses or entrepreneurs who are trying to leverage the online space, right? People who are trying to show up on LinkedIn and begin to position themselves as thought leaders, begin to position themselves as the authority that they are, to begin to really leverage that network to build a personal brand. So that's something that we've been doing and we've been on it, right? This is cohort 12. Our programs actually start every month at the first Monday of the month. So usually we do the onboarding on Saturday, and then the first Monday of the month we take off and we go for 21 days, and then we graduate on Sunday. So it's a 21 days journey. And God has been helping us. It's been highly successful. We've had lots of testimonials. We've had like countless people who have been over, I think over 500 people at this point, who have been part of the different cohorts that we have run over the months. And it's just been progressively very exciting and enriching, especially when I see the people from my cohorts, the people I've coached, when I see them really occupying space on LinkedIn, launching things, collaborating, doing a lot of things. That is, for me, that is my own that is how I consider what I do successful, is basically just rating the success of the people who show up. So before I keep going on and on, if you're here, kindly help us repost. Kindly help us repost so that more people can join in. It's Sunday, people can just be relaxing and wondering they're not doing anything. So you can repost so that more people will come in, and then let me know where you're joining from in the chat. Right, keep the chat busy so I know that I'm having a conversation. I always like having a three-way conversation, not just with myself and the people who come up on stage, but also with the people in the chat and the people who are listening in. So let me know where you're joining from. That's always something I like to know, and help us to repost, right? So that's about our LinkedIn Elevation program, which is really takes you on a journey of self-discovery, more or less. It's about self-awareness, because what makes you how you can leverage the online space is that you have to first of all know who you are, right? It's very important. If you don't know who you are as a person, if you don't know the value you bring, if you don't know the problem you're solving, then it's going to be an exercise in futility. It's just going to be you trying to show up and gather likes to your post, and then you have people liking your post, so what, right? That's something I say over and over. I think most of the people in my cohort by now, they're probably tired of me, because I always say that to them, and I say, you have people who are engaging on your post. Yes, it's a good thing. You're building community. That's great. But it has to mean something. There has to be some sort of value to what you are doing beyond just showing up and building a personal brand. There has to be direction. You have to really be holding space for something. It has to be something that is either growing you as a person, growing your career, growing your business, helping you holistically as a person. There should be a goal, and there should be a purpose to it. And this is really the journey that we go through in these 21 days, starting from learning how to write, learning how to format, learning how to show up, as learning the clarity aspects, the copywriting aspect, and then you begin to learn about the strategies, right? The strategies that really help you to attract your target audience, because you cannot be targeting everybody. You cannot be trying to get the attention of everybody, right? When you are showing up in the online space, it's LinkedIn has over 1 billion users, right? There's over 1 billion users. So if you are in this space, you definitely have, there should be like a goal. There should be a specific group of people who that what you are bringing to the table is going to help the most. So how do you target all of those people? So that's what we do on one hand. And then, of course, the second thing we do is, for me, I also help students who want to come to the United States for graduate school. Having finished my PhD here in the US, I take a lot of pleasure in mentoring them, giving them guidance, helping them through the application, just so that they can really understand how to go about the process in order to achieve that US grad school success. So that's us at Scholar of Mentoring Academy. So if you're not following our page on LinkedIn, do well to search for Scholar of Mentoring Academy, follow our page, connect with us. And of course, if you're not connected with me, you know that you are missing a lot, right? I'm the value mama of LinkedIn, right? That's what they call me. So I'm holding on to my name. So you should be connected with me, and you'll be glad that you did. Oh, Verena, I'm so happy to see you. Oh yeah, I'm seeing the people who are joining now, who are telling me where they're joining from. Teresa says she's joining from Sweden. Thank you so much for joining, Teresa. I'm happy to see you here. Anitan says she's joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Woo, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Kainde is in Abuja. Oh wow, okay, Kainde is in Abuja. Thank you for being here, Kainde. And then Verena says she's glad she could join. Verena, where are you joining from? She's joining from Germany, but let her tell us. Thank you, Verena. I'm happy to see you. Yeah, happy to see you. Thank you for being here. Jessica says she's joining from Kenya. Thank you for coming, Jessica. George says hello. Hello to you, George. Where are you joining us from? Let us know where you're joining us from. So today what we are celebrating is the graduation of cohort 12. And you may wonder, what is cohort 12? That's our LinkedIn Elevation program. So I have some of the participants that are going to come in to share a thing or two. But before then, let me share a 1-minute video on Scholar of Mentoring Academy, and then we can just get started properly. Like I said, my goal is for us to be here like a really short time, so that we can move forward. Like, I don't want to keep us longer.
Success begins with the right guidance and opportunities. And at Scholar Up Mentoring Academy, we are here to help you unlock your full potential. Whether you're preparing for graduate school applications or building a standout professional presence on LinkedIn, we provide the tools and support you need to thrive. Our programs are designed to help you craft a compelling personal brand, position yourself for global opportunities, and achieve your dreams. Led by Dr. Amaka Ifaduba, a dedicated mentor and coach, Scholar Up empowers you with personalized mentoring, actionable resources, and proven strategies to take bold steps toward a brighter future. Scholar Up Mentoring Academy is more than a program. It's a community dedicated to helping you succeed. Take the first step today and discover how we can guide you on your journey to greatness. Follow our page for updates and access all our resources at linktree.com/scholarupacademy. Your success story starts here.
Okay, that is us at Scholar in Academy. So of course you want to, if you want to, oh Sana, you say you're joining from where? You're joining from 38. Okay, you actually sending a picture. Where are you going to, Verena? Please, touch down, touch down. Thank you for logging in. It's so sweet that we have somebody that is hanging in the air and joining our graduation, right? That's very interesting. Thank you so much for joining. I'm always very happy to see you. All right. So I'm going to bring in some of the people from backstage, and they can come up and just be with us here, and then we can keep moving forward. I see Professor Roxana is here. Professor Roxana, you're welcome on board. I see Kainde is here. Kainde is also here. And then I will bring up Josiah. I think the four of us, we can have four people on stage, and then we go one after the other. So, yeah, Kainde, I think you're relaxed. Or let's go with Dr. Josiah. Dr. Josiah is he's one of our alumni who is always coming to support us. Dr. Josiah, thank you for being here. Let me start with you so that I don't keep you long. I know you're very busy, and I'm always excited when you take out some time to come and spend some time with us. Thank you for being here. I'm going to give you the mic, and then we can move forward.
Okay, good evening to everyone.
Good evening. Welcome.
All right, so it's always an exciting time to be here. I mean, to share and to also learn from great people who are and great minds who are on this stage and in the backstage as well. So I'm Dr. Josiah Nangbayi from Ghana, medical doctor with a focus on obstetrics and gynecology. Also an author. I write books on mindset development and financial literacy as part of my quest to impact young people's development. Aside that, I love philanthropy, focusing on kids growing up in rural communities and trying to provide them with all the psychological and physical and financial support that can help them grow. So that's just a little bit about me. And for being here, I think I joined cohort 5.5, if I remember right. And I remember sharing my story that I was on I when I joined the cohort, and then I was now trying to find out how long I've been on LinkedIn. Then I discovered that I've been on LinkedIn for over 10 years, and I had no idea what I was even doing here until I joined the cohort 5.5. It opened my eyes to a lot of things. And it's always this excuse that I used to have, that this imposter syndrome, that I didn't have enough to be on the LinkedIn stage and share anything, or I didn't have enough time, I was too busy. But joining Cohort 5.5 then opened up my mind that every story that you can share, every information that you can share, that has value. will go a long way to impact someone's life. And there's never a perfect time to put yourself on the spotlight. Start where you are with what you have and build from there. With the right guidance and the right network, you always grow. And I can assure you that Scholar of Mentoring Academy is one of the best places you can find the best networks to push your growth. Mutual growth for that matter. You help others grow as they help you grow. And it has been one of the best things that has happened to me. And I just want to thank Dr. Amaka and everyone at the Scholar of Academy for all the wonderful work that you are doing, and to encourage anyone here who is yet to take up the course, the Mentoring Academy with Scholar Up, to take the opportunity, if especially if you are not really sure what you are doing on LinkedIn or what to do on LinkedIn, or you are just here strolling around the streets and liking and commenting on things aimlessly. If you want to find focus and find a direction, have a direction as to what you are doing on LinkedIn and make an impact and be impacted, Scholar Up Academy is the best place for you. And that's just what I want to share this evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Josiah. Thank you for taking time. I know you are always very busy. So whenever you take time and you come and support and come and share about the wonderful things you're doing is always very exciting. So you need to connect with Dr. Josiah if you're not. He has all these lovely books and doing a lot of work in Ghana. So like I said, the whole purpose of what we try to do is to build our networks, right? Connect with like-minded people, find a way to push whatever cause we have going for ourselves forward. So I always like any opportunity you see is an opportunity to tell yourself, is an opportunity to connect with people, is an opportunity to meet with like-minded people. So let's see what our friends in the chat is saying. So Kainde Romosele says it's good to see you. And then Enitan, I don't know who is AP. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it's an inside joke. Maybe people will tell me what it means. And then Romosele also says it's good to see you, Dr. Josiah. Okay, thank you all for being here. Amarachi, he says she's joining from Scotland. Amarachi, it's good to have you here, and we hope to have you in cohort 13. Thank you for taking the time to join us today on our graduation. Right. So I'm going to pass it to Professor Roxana. Josiah, if you at any point, oh, okay, yeah, I wanted to say if you needed to go off stage because yeah, I don't want to keep you for long. Thank you for coming up. So I'll pass it to Prof. Prof, welcome on board. I think you're muted. Oh, let me unmute.
I think
Okay.
you muted me. Okay.
Yes, go ahead. We can hear you now.
Oh, thank you so much, everybody, for showing up here to watch me graduate. Thank you so much. I want to clap for myself and every other person graduating. It's not easy. It's not easy. I have been here in Scallop Academy, and I've been in LinkedIn for about 10 years. But I
So,
said, okay, this summer I'm not going to teach. I will not teach anybody. I'm going to learn. So sometimes you want to learn. So I decided to go and learn what they're doing. What are they even doing? Because I don't know what it is. So this summer I called Dr. Amaka. I said, can I come in? And honestly, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what we we're doing. But I called her. I said, can I come in? And I want to there are things I wanted to know, but I wanted to know if they're going to teach me. Lo and behold, I joined the 21-day cohort. I mean, the cohort 12, and the 21-day is just over. It's going to be over today. But wow! So it is. I can just tell you the end before I get to the beginning. So after 21 days, I signed up for cohort 12. I thought this is 12. So now I have signed up for cohort 13. And for those of you who are just looking to see how it is, you better sign up because there's a lot of goodies in here. There's a whole lot of goodies in there. And I felt that 21 days is not enough for me to learn all the things I saw here. So I needed to sign up for the next one. And by the way, when I finish cohort 13, if I need to stay back, I can keep on staying. I think I'm welcome from what I am seeing. But thank you so much. I have been a math teacher for 4 decades. I teach in university, and I taught for 40 years. So, and also I'm a trained accountant. and I came from Nigeria. You can hear my beautiful accent, so you know it's from Nigeria. My beautiful accent, which I call an accent. So I've been here from Nigeria for some years. But anyway, I also trained as an accountant in Nigeria. And I have taught for a long time. So I decided after some time to also work on digital products. I have written books. I've written about 7 books. So I'm an author and I teach. I've used a lot of videos I made in school because I teach online. So all these videos, I converted a lot of them to digital products. So now I put them in YouTube so that my students can come over there and watch. So I converted some of my online teaching, some of the videos I made to digital products. And so that's why I also went to I went into financial success. So, which means you can also use those videos to make assets. And then these children or students, they're not children, they can learn from it. And actually, YouTube can monetize you if you get to what they are given, 1,000 and then 4,000 watch hours. So anyway, I learned a lot within a very short time. I don't want to waste a lot of time. Within a short time, I noticed that I need more of what I am seeing in that cohort, that I needed it more than 21 days. So that's all I want to make sure that everybody here knows. So if you're still thinking, if you're still on the fence, you might need what I needed, and you might come in and sign up because cohort 13 is coming up in a week. Let me tell you quickly what did I gain? Quickly, I gained. See, notice before my analytics wasn't so good. Now I had a lot. My analytics went up. I had a lot of people commenting on my, and I get a lot of community. I had community before, but I had more of community networking. I got a lot of people who wake up in the morning to actually post. I didn't have that urge to post in the morning. And by the way, I don't know the kind of energy that Dr. Amaka has. 7 a.m. I hear her calling us to wake up and oh my goodness. So I said, I don't know the kind of energy, but somebody else, I need to call my friends and we'll just come and see what's going on here. Because I didn't know what was going on. So you need to go stop standing on the fence, come on in and join this elevator professional presence. Thank you so much, Dr. Maka. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you so much, Prof. It's really an honor and a blessing to have you in the cohort. I always like having older people that I look up to. I've had a couple of them within my program that like my Bironke, there's Kainde, there's you. There's been a number of people that I look up to them. I'm like, oh yeah, these are people that on the days where I don't feel strong, I kind of draw strength from you, even if you don't know. People tell me that I'm inspiring them, but you are inspiring me because you give me that reason to show up even when I don't want to. Now I have a reason that no matter what is going on, I feel like, yes, some people are looking up to you, then you have to do your own part. So thank you very much. And of course, we are excited that you're in cohort 13. We are happy to have you as a permanent member. I think my bureaucrat said something in the chat that was making me laugh that I wanted to put on the chat on the screen. She said Prof has been awarded the honorary alumni and scholar of, yes. Permanent member. No. We are not, so that's good. And then Verena is saying congratulations. You said you've been teaching for 40 years. That's a very long time. That's how old Verena is. She did her 40 years birthday recently. So you've been teaching as old as she is. Yeah, it's very, very recently she did her 40 years. And Annie is here. Annie, your friend, Prof. Annie said, always happy to join the graduation parties to celebrate from the learners. Thank you, Annie, for coming. And then he also says, great to see you sharing gems, Professor Roxana. Thank you, Annie, for always coming to join us and to cheer us up. We truly appreciate that. Chizoba, you're here. I don't know if you hear us, but I'll pass it to Kainde, but I'm just checking on you. I see that your camera is not turned on. You can turn that on and then get ready, because after Kainde, I'll pass it to you. Kainde, thank you for coming to, this is your third graduation in a row, or how many?
Yes, it's my third
Welcome. You're
graduation.
welcome.
Thank you,
Welcome.
everybody.
Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Amaka. Thank you, Professor. Wow, it's an honor to be on. I'm happy. Cohort 12. Congratulations to everyone. Sometimes when we join the academy, you think it's about writing or showing up on LinkedIn, but at the end of the day, you become a different person. It's like a total
Yes.
transformation. You learn so much, especially from Dr. Amaka wisdom. I mean, sometimes it's like, oh, she's actually talking to you, and you're like, I've been here for so long, and some of these things, it really didn't occur to me. And I always say to her that the voice notes are master classes, and we tend to learn a lot. I decided to sign up, just like Professor said, after cohort 10 for the 3 months program, and each month is better than the previous,
Yeah.
because I made up my mind that I was going to write better, I was going to learn better and connect better. I'm that very introverted person. I really don't know how to connect with people, but honestly, that introverted person has died actually these past few months.
LinkedIn
I
star. Kind is
The
now
way
LinkedIn star.
it's unbelievable, and I'm glad that our paths cross, Dr. Amaka. I am super proud of you. I'm proud of who I am, I've become, and I'm becoming. I am proud that I've connected with a lot of very beautiful people, no strings attached, just people that are concerned. And it's very, I want to say, everyone who is still considering joining Scholar, join.
Yes.
And
That,
about the posting, you will know, and you will realize that it's not going to remain the same. It takes a lot to be on LinkedIn. I thought it was going to be a task, but it's really not. But when you are building something, I mean, success is not a walk in the park, and it's it's not just automatic. Like we all write, you know, success is a process, and you have to stay with it. And if you are building something, like I always say, once you start something, you have to finish it, and that's who I am, and that's who I've become. So I've started this, and I'm going to make sure I finish it. I'm very happy today we're graduating. Thank you, Dr. Amaka. Thank you, community. Thank you to all my friends. Thank you, Professor Roxana. It's really a pleasure to be in class with you. God bless you. God bless everyone. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Kind. Kind, you didn't share your testimony that you put in your video. That's good. You're one of
Oh,
those people that you're one of the people that when I look at you, I'm like, okay, that's the reason for me to keep showing up. You want to share your testimony? You go ahead and
yeah.
share it. Let me not talk for you.
Okay, so this year I made up my mind I was going to learn. That AI is everywhere, and I was like, I don't want to be left behind in this thing, and I'm always so intrigued. So I joined the class. That my story is true; it's not a lie, you know. And she actually told us, go and activate your LinkedIn account. My mind was like, I mean, what is this lady talking about? I've not been on LinkedIn for 12 years, so what is the point? So I just reactivated my account and left it there. And she said, Google your name. And I Googled my name. And the first thing was LinkedIn came out. I was like, how can LinkedIn be first when there's Instagram and there's Facebook? I mean, those are the popular platforms for me. So and so I joined, and I was connecting with people. There was a time I posted and it was just two people. In fact, there was this post on International Women's Day. I did it. It was so sweet and nice. I thought, oh, I mean, people were going to so love this post. Two people. I think it was myself and one other person that just liked it and commented. So I was so sad that day. I was like, what is? Anyways, it didn't stop me from coming up until I started connecting with Dr. Amaka. And her usual self, she would celebrate professionals, and it was Adu that stuck out for me because I had seen his post earlier. And in my mind, on this platform, they celebrate people as well. I'm also like that. I celebrate people. I prefer to be at the background and not be seen at all. So I was wondering, who is this doctor? All of them, doctor here, doctor there, doctor there. All these people and their brilliance and all the PPAA, all those professions and that. So on this fateful day, Dr. Amaka just sent me a message. I said, hey, who is this person that is connecting with me? Literally, I was very excited that someone even saw me, you know. And I just joined that cohort. At that point, I was at I started LinkedIn with 23 connections. Today, I think I am at as of today is 1,800 connections
Wow.
as of today. And that's thanks to Scholar Up and all the other communities and my friends here and there. You know, it's not something I would do on a normal day. Connecting with people, reaching out, hey, how are you doing? All those, oh, how is your work? Even reading people's posts. It takes a lot. It's a lot. But someone posted yesterday, LinkedIn is like a classroom. And that's the truth. You would think that you have been here for a long time, but there are so many things you don't know, especially about
Mhm.
life, especially about people's experiences and what they are going through. You really don't know a lot, but thank God the platform is a wealth of knowledge, and we all learn from each other. My connections, my impressions. In fact, I reached out to Dr. Maka the other day. Like, what's happening with this LinkedIn algorithm? It's just on and off, on and off. And when people come and oh, I like your comments, you are inspiring me. I'm like, I don't have two heads. I'm just thankful to God. It was just divine alignment because here's the truth. I know that Dr. Amaka is very busy. I know that there are thousands of, unleft messages in her DMs. How is it that it's me that she reached out to? I know everybody will say, "Oh, it's just an strategic. What do they call this thing? Sales without being salesy." I don't believe that. I just know that this is the time, and this is my time. And like I always say, she's part of the future. And
Mm.
just
Amen.
watch me come. Watch me.
It's your
I'm
time to
becoming.
shine.
Yes.
Yeah, it's I'm amazed by your growth. Really, I see like the change from when you started. Now I see your post reaching 100 engagement, 150, some 200. I'm like, okay, those are the people I can say. These are my students. Please go and learn from them. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure for us to do the things that we do. I believe that all of us, God has deposited something in us. That's the way I believe. And it's about when we go through life, we have to go through life with a consciousness that we want to live empty, right? You want to at least complete your assignment to within your strength, within your area of strength, because we are all gifted differently. We are not gifted equally the same. So the whole thing about personal branding is to figure out what is your own special gift and stick to it. Just find your own lane, right? Because you cannot be everybody. People ask me, how do you have the energy to do the things you do? I'm like, even me, I don't know. I don't even know. So that's the thing, right? So about some of the things I also see some people doing is also like very surprising for me. It's like, how is this person doing this thing? So the whole thing is just staying stuck with becoming more self-aware, just trying to learn and find that your own magic, because we all have our magic. As long as you find your own thing, you would shine in it, you would excel in it. But when people have struggle, or where people struggle with personal branding, is where they show up and they're trying to copy everybody other than find themselves to now begin to really work in their area of strength so that it's easy to be sustainable. I've been on LinkedIn now, it's been more than 1 year. I cannot count the number of people that have come and gone. Like, people will come with energy. They will come every day, energy, energy. Give them 2 months, they will just probably disappear. And that's because most of the time people feel like they don't understand that this is a long time game. That when you want to build something sustainable, the foundation is the hardest part to build. If you really want that thing to shine forth, you want that thing to stay, you have to be willing to stick to it even on the slow days. There will be the highs, there will be the lows, there will be, days when I think I read Augusta's post today, and it really struck me, because that's true. That's something I say all the time. I think in that post she was talking about that sometimes people will make a post and the post gets so much engagement and they will think it's one special strategy. Sometimes it's just the algorithm. It's just the algorithm that favored the post and the post went out. And then other times when it is slow, it's not you. It's not because your post is not good. It's just because you've probably not built community around yourself. Because on those slow days, it is the community support that will keep you going. The algorithm will do its own thing. You just need to figure out the best practices. Really, it's just about figuring out the best practices. And saying that, I do have an event this week. I think you guys would have seen me post that event. It's on personal branding. I'm actually partnering with Graphy. I think Graphy is a company somewhere in India. So the link is on the chat. If you've not registered, do well to register for that event. I'm looking forward to having everybody there. I think it's on Friday, 26th. It's June 26th. And of course, our next cohort is starting the first Monday of the month as usual. So our timing is always the same. It's going to be the first Monday of the month. I'm really so grateful to everyone that has come up, Professor Roxana, Kainde, Dr. Josiah, and Chizob. I think a lot of people are having network issues. They're just messaging me to say they are trying to come in. The network is not letting them come in. So it's like, I don't know, especially some people in Nigeria. So Nigeria is still, thank you, kind of you. It's like Nigeria is not happening to you. So that's a good thing. There's been a couple of people that are saying that the network is not letting them come up. But we'll go straight to the award, because I don't want to keep us longer than is necessary. We'll go straight to our awards. I don't know if the people who got the awards are here. Of course, even if they are not here, we are going to celebrate on their behalf. Suleiman, what are they saying? Oh, it's like a special, people are doing your special gossip and I'm posting it. I don't know what you're talking about. Verena is traveling. Verena is on air and she's joining LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is not for rushing. It's just like life. There will be high days and you want to pack your bags. Right. That's true. It's just really the truth about it. If you don't have that understanding, you will not know. So somebody is so happy for you. Favor is so happy for you, Makinde. And
Thank
then
you very much.
Onyinye is here. Onyinye says, congratulations to the graduates. Oh, thank you, Onyinye, for your kind words. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you for coming. For all the people who have always been around us, who have been supporting us, we don't take it for granted. Truly, we really don't. Because if there is nobody to support you in what you're doing, sooner or later you may start getting discouraged. All right, we are human beings, so sometimes just having people who come and cheer you on, even if it's just to come and say well done, it has a way of giving you the motivation that you need to get through those days when things are not working the way you hope they will work, because that is just life. Life is never going to be, I don't think our life is ever going to reach that zenith where things are working exactly the way we hope they're going to work. I don't really think life is designed to be like that. So we must always have the courage to go through those days, keeping in mind that the whole point about utilizing the online space is using it to advance your life, different areas of your life. But in order to do that, there has to be clarity. There has to be, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Making a post and getting engagement, great. But after that, what? Right? After getting engagement, what does it mean after that? How do you translate it? Prof mentioned a couple of things, talking about digital products, writing books, coming up with services. I know, kind of, you didn't even talk about your services, right? So it's an opportunity. You learn how to market yourself. You saw Dr. Josiah came up here and told you what he does, right? Sometimes it can just be one person that hears what you talk about and they would like, oh, okay, let me connect with this person. I've always been wanting this thing. So this is just also like a teaching opportunity. Wherever you find yourself, even if it's 1 minute, it's an opportunity to share your unique value, what you do, because you don't know who would need that. You don't know if we are our own best advocate in this life. You are the one that will advocate for yourself the most.
Right.
You are your own biggest cheerleader. Don't always wait for other people to cheer for you, to lead you on. Sometimes before people will start cheering, they want to see results. They want to see, in fact, some people would even discourage you when you want to start something. So you always have to have the courage to say, this is what I'm doing, this is who I'm doing it for, at any given platform, at any given opportunity that you find yourself. So before we go today, you have an opportunity to wrap up. I would also give Prof some time to wrap up. We would finish really, really, really soon so that we don't keep people. I think the network is not great for some of our friends who are in Nigeria, but yeah, it's fine. It's like, the good thing is that this is recorded. It's on YouTube, it's on LinkedIn, so people can easily catch up. So I would go to our awards directly. Kinde, you've gotten an award this time around. You will be happy to pass on your baton to pass your baton to other people. Yeah, it's been so impressive the way that people show up. Where do I have this? Okay, I put it here. Mm, okay. Okay, so we have our categories of our award. The first one goes to the most improved. I've not seen her here today. She's really, really a very busy, busy CEO. Who can guess the busy CEO we have in our cohort? I'm trying to. Oh, the people in the chat, they don't hear me immediately anyway, so I would have waited for them to guess who it is. So the most improved goes to the person who. Oh yeah, who has really blossomed on LinkedIn, showing remarkable growth in their writing style, content creation, and building a strong, engaged following. They've turned their LinkedIn presence into a powerful personal brand. It goes to Maria Therese Fido. She's really a CEO of. I've forgotten the name where she is the CEO of, but now she's launching something on leadership. Is it leadership craft or leadership something? And she's really been consistent with it, and it's very impressive to see how things begin to unfold once you kind of step and decide that, oh, now I want to do this. I want to take all those knowledge I have, all those experiences, because for me that is the most exciting part, where I see people who are older and experienced showing up in online space. It goes beyond noise. It takes away all that noise where people are just making noise or just posting something from ChatGPT, because at this point, people can now speak from experience, not just repeating what somebody told them or what they read somewhere. They can now look at all of those experiences that they've gathered and then begin to use it as teaching lesson. Yes, my Bironke has told me. So leader craft hub. Thank you. Yes, I know there is leader, there is craft. I tried now. I really tried. Augusta, you are here. Oh, how are you doing, Augusta? Yeah, so the person always reading newspaper, right? Is it easy to be CEO? Yes, of course. She has to keep up with the news. Yes, that is the first thing. That's really, really the first thing. She's indeed always reading newspaper. Let me see. What did my dear uncle say? My dear uncle, who told you you are not a doctor yourself? The kind of experiences you've had. Said your dog this, dog that, almost chased her away. Say, how will I understand what they're saying? Thank God you've stayed and you've been a source of inspiration and a joy to us. Oh, my Bianca said she's a friend. You referred her. Oh wow, she's really someone I always look up to her posts, because she makes very, very coordinated posts that comes from experience. So I'm glad you referred her, and she's been a source of inspiration to all of us. So you should be receiving the award on behalf of your friend. You should go and congratulate her for being the most improved. She's really been, especially in this cohort. I think she was in the previous cohort, and then she was in this. Yes, in this cohort, she became more consistent and more firm with her messaging, with what she was doing, and that was very impressive. Okay, so now we go to the next award category. This goes to the most creative. So for the individual who demonstrated exceptional creativity and originality in their content and ideas, they bring a unique flair to their content, expressing ideas in an innovative way. This goes to the AI guy. Kinda, you know who is the AI guy?
Yes, I do.
Josiah. Okay, so like Josiah is in the UK, and he's transitioned from nursing. He's having a different program. He sent me a message. He sent us a message on the group. Maybe we should read his message. Maybe Kinda, you help us read the message he sent to all of us on the group. He's
a very long message
for decades.
Let me look for it.
Right, for several years, I think more than 20 years or so. And now suddenly he's transitioning from nursing to tech. and he's doing all these things with AI, and he's really training people. And it's always a blessing for me to have people in my cohorts that I look up to learning from, right? Because they do such wonderful things that is like, okay, I really want to learn what they are doing. So he's really creative, the way he shows up with his pictures and his AI twin talking. I was not surprised when I saw that.
And he's very creative too.
He's very creative, yeah. So that was no surprise there. So congratulations to Josiah. So read Josiah's message. Since Josiah is not here, we can as well hear his message.
Okay, here it goes. It's graduation day. I still remember the first day I joined the Elevate Your Professional Presence with Dr. Amaka. I must confess that a part of me felt a little bit unsure if this was really what I needed at this stage. I had just returned from a silent break from LinkedIn and was struggling to find my feet again. And then from day one through first week, I remember struggling with clarity and second guessing every post idea. And now it's day 21, and a lot of transformation has really happened. The boldness with which I now own my space amazes even my AI twin. I've- it's been quite a quiet revolution for me as I overcome the challenge of consistently showing up, speaking up, and serving my community on LinkedIn without giving any excuse. To everyone who started this journey, showed up daily, and mastered the art of being present, I say congratulations to us all. As we
Congratulations to
graduate
us.
as we graduate from Elevate Your Professional Presence program, I must say this is more than just another LinkedIn program. It's a huge reminder to my future me that growth doesn't always have to be loud. To Dr. Amaka and the incredible minds working hard behind the scenes, we say thank you all for pushing us to rise, to be seen, and to lead with purpose. Here's to every uncomfortable post that helped me to find my voice. Here's to the connections made, the courage found, and the story still unfolding. This isn't the end, it's the beginning, and I'm excitedly looking forward to collaborating with you. I love
Aww.
you. Yeah.
Aww. You see now he's our valedictorian. He wrote such a
Yeah.
wonderful, wonderful speech. Yeah, thank you. That's beautiful. Thank you for reading it in such a beautiful way too. So Josiah is doing a lot. Is Josiah Okesola? Of course, by tomorrow you'll see us posting the people who won the awards and the people from the cohort. These are people you want to connect with if you are not already connected. So now we go to the most consistent. This is Kainde's award, right? Kainde, you got this award, and
Oh,
then you got.
really?
I didn't say you got it
Yay!
now. I said you got it before.
I got it before.
Yes, now. You got it before now. You still got it now. You actually got it now with Enitan Bello, your person. Yeah. So the most
Yay!
consistent award is in terms of posting every day and at the same time for the one who embodies the spirit of persistence, consistently posting valuable content every day around the same time, demonstrating commitment and reliability that motivates the entire cohort. So you and Enitan was a tie for this award. I was like, I
Oh,
can't even
really?
believe it's Enitan because she has
And
gotten it before.
you know that I ensure that Anytime is my accountability partner.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's what you people mean by AP. Yes, and when I saw it, I
Yeah.
was like, why are they merging? Because I know she came through you. So congratulations to you, Eniton. Congratulations. It's good that I see you following Kinde's lead, if I would say, because truly your consistency it shows, right? And there's a way it inspires other people. It's just that ability to let things stack up, just that ability to patiently kind of let things give it time to grow, let things take roots. Yes, of course, I know we are all trying to blossom, we are trying to soar, we are trying to make millions overnight. But then there is also that clarity and understanding that every good thing takes time. And anybody who is telling you otherwise is someone who is trying to deceive you. And we see them every day. We see them every day, even on LinkedIn or other platforms where people come to dangle a shiny carrot in front of you and make it look like, oh, if you do this now, by tomorrow, your life will change. And it's not true for anything in life. The example I always give is that all the people in my cohort always have a lot of degrees. There's always people that have, BSc, most of them, masters, PhD, prof, this, that. How long did it take you to achieve any of that? Even if you're trying to do a master's degree
That's
now.
a lifetime.
Do you understand? So why then do you show up and you want to build your personal brand, and then you feel that in 1 month you should have perfected everything, you should have been paying you every day? You see that that's not being reasonable. You are not being real to yourself, right? You're not really putting it in real life and comparing it with other achievements that you have gotten, right? So this is it's a very special award because it reminds us that there is power in consistency. There's really power in building things, and beyond being consistent, it's always about being consistent in doing the right things. That's the most important, because you can be consistent in doing the wrong things, right? You know, the way they say foolishness is when you are doing things over and over and you expect a different result.
Expecting a
So the
different
whole thing about being here consistent is like being consistent in improving yourself, being consistent in getting better, being consistent in your clarity, being consistent in identifying who is my ideal customer persona, who am I every day that I'm taking my time to write. Who am I writing to? Who am I hoping that is transformed? But it cannot be the whole world, right? It cannot just be like, oh wow, it's the whole world, right? So let's see what our friends in the chat they are saying. Congratulations to Anyton. Oh, so the pronunciation is Anyton. See, I was saying,
anything.
oh, I was saying Anytan. Okay, Anyton. What does it
Anything.
mean? What does it mean?
There's how will I explain it now?
It's not Yoruba name. Explain it to me now. Let me learn.
Something to, I mean, that's not. I think, and it's all. Let me not spoil
Don't
it.
worry, she will tell us her name. She says she's so happy. Anytime we are so happy for you. And my Viranke says Josiah's speech is beautiful. Yeah, it's he's very creative. You see, he proved it. That's why like when people want to prove something, he proved it that he's very creative. He's doing all his things with AI and he's beginning to. I'm actually working with him one on one. He's one of the people that I'm working with one on one to position his business as it is. Like to attract the clients to launch. I think he's doing this AI challenge where he actually uses AI to teach people how to
Yes.
leverage technology. So that's part of all the campaigns that we've been working on for the past two cohorts, and it's been a blessing to see how
Yeah.
things are unfolding. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's someone I'm working with. We are part of that. We're doing that. Dr. Uche, it's good to see you here. Thank you for joining us.
And Dr. Amaka, anything means someone with story. Yes.
Oh, and she has plenty stories. Oh, that's good. Oh. Please keep sharing your stories. Keep sharing your story. Favor said I'm spot on. Oh, you're welcome. I'm not even sure which of the things I said, but thank you. I'm not value mama for nothing, and it's not pride. It's not pride, though. And Niton says congratulations to us. Yes. And then my Vironke says, I turned my visibility to Betting the Parents Lounge, a virtual community, and Learn with Mrs. S, an online platform for children. Beautiful. You see, this is what I'm talking about. My Vironke, she's always coming. I think today she also has an event today, but she's also like our OG. When you say OG, these are the people that I look forward to when I feel discouraged and I feel like, okay, I have these people in my back. Let me keep moving forward, right? I think
Yes.
she's
That's
been
been
part
very
of.
amazing.
Yeah, she's been part of 2 or 3 cohorts. I think maybe 2. I think maybe cohort 7 and one other cohort. I think I posted her video that she made today on YouTube. She's been very supportive, and it's exciting for me to see what she's doing with that visibility. And it just answers to what I say all the time, that your visibility has to be targeted to something. It has to be, it must be. Otherwise, it becomes exhausting. Otherwise, if there is no direction with all this, let me post and people engage, there's no direction. You are not trying to funnel it somewhere. You really reach that point where, what's the point? Why should I be waking up early in the morning and I'm posting? I'm not going to take likes to the bank, right? You're not going to, it doesn't really show, anything. So it's good to always have that plan. And she's doing such a beautiful work with the virtual community, with the children training and the virtual parenting community.
Yeah,
Congratulations to you, yep. Congratulations to you, my Bironke. Please keep up your good work. Okay, Niton is telling us that she's story. Please keep sharing your story. Oh. Don't stop sharing it. Don't stop sharing it. Therese says, congratulations to you, Niton. Oh, my Bironke, is she telling us the meaning?
Yes.
I'm trying to see what she put. Oh, she says a person whose birth story has Whose bet has a
Deep
deep
talk.
story? Oh, okay, okay, deep story, deep story. Okay, all right. And then Therese is also saying congratulations to Kainde. Kainde is OG. She doesn't. She's gotten one. She doesn't need the award again because she's on that
Ah,
level.
why not?
She doesn't need encouragement again. What's my biggest joy is for people to reach a point where they kind of get it and they're just going to do it because now they've already gotten it and you don't need to be kind of pushing because now they've stepped into that person who begins to see that I'm doing this for myself, I'm doing this for my future, and this is important. So I don't need anybody to be kind of be on my neck and be shouting on me. I'm like, okay, it's time for them to fly because now, in fact, it's time for them to encourage me. All right, now we go to the engagement champion, right? Engagement champion. Engagement is a big part on LinkedIn, and I think it's the hardest part on LinkedIn. Do you agree? Do you think so, Kindly?
It is. It's
I think it's the
really,
hardest. I think the
really hard.
ability to
Mm.
read
And
other
takes
people's
a lot of
posts,
time.
it does. That's the hardest. That's really the hardest part. That is where I think that is what tests your commitment the most. What tests your commitment the most is your ability to engage with other people to build that community. And that is where so many people get stuck. Because let's be honest, people are busy. It's not that people are not busy. People are truly busy. So if you want to build a personal brand, it means that you have to either stop doing something you were doing before. Let's say if you were sleeping 8 hours, you can decide to sleep 7 hours now. Or if you were spending 2 or 3 hours scrolling and wasting your time online, you are now deciding to convert that time. Like something has to give. If you really want to build a brand that is sustainable, something has to give. Like you
That's
must
true.
create the time for it. It's not something that you can just do as a back thing. It's not going to work. And that creating that time for it is your ability to begin to identify the kind of people you want in your community, to begin to engage on their own posts, because nobody wants to come and be engaging with you every day and you don't ever reciprocate. It doesn't work. So that's why like being able to be disciplined enough to commit that time, even if it's 1 hour every day, and you go through posts that are reasonable. And it's also a way of learning. To tell you the truth, leading these 12 cohorts, part of the biggest takeaway for me is the things that I've learned from what people are sharing. It's just like free knowledge for me because I'm reading everybody's post, I'm getting knowledge from it, I'm correcting, I'm learning things that I probably would never have known before, right? Oh, Emeka is joining us. Emeka, welcome on board. So that's been like the biggest takeaway for me. So when I see people who are able to do that and engage, so this is a person that was active in liking, commenting, and sharing other people's posts. This person is in the heart of every conversation, offering insightful comments and thoughtful feedback that enrich discussion and elevates quality of engagement. They don't just comment, they connect. When I saw the person who won this award, I was not surprised. And the funny thing is that she's a very busy person. The award goes to Dr. Anna Brew. She's very busy. She's a doctor in the UK, does a podcast too. She has this podcast that she does about immigrants, which is another thing. You see what somebody is doing with their visibility. Now using her visibility to boost her podcast, collecting these stories from immigrants, being an immigrant doctor herself. So Dr. Anna, she was with us in one of the graduations. She's actually in our 6 months cohort. So you'll be hearing Dr. Anna from now till the how many months? Yeah, at the moment she joined in, she was like, yes, this is the accountability I needed. Because it's always that ability to stick to it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody understands the importance of visibility. But at the end of the day, do you have the discipline, the willpower, and the accountability to really keep it going so that it will yield that result that you want? That's where I read a research recently that says about 95% of people in the world do not have the ability to stick to something until it gives them the result that they want. I was very surprised. I was like,
Wow.
95%, like 95%. Do you know how large a number is? That people do not just have that grit on the days when things are
Staying
not
power.
working, on the days when things are low, on the day when things disappointments come, life happens, you lost
Mhm.
someone. Like me, my mother was in an accident. Things like that, things that just happen to you that would shake you, that a lot of people get to that point and they just throw in the towel. They cannot just go on. They feel like, I need to rest. Do you understand? There's that like, let me go and rest. I will come back when I'm ready.
Come back
And
to it.
most times that coming back is the hardest part because you will lose
You're
momentum.
going to have to start from the beginning.
You lose momentum, you lose energy, you lose, so that's the thing. So I realize that a lot of people do not have that ability to do something continuously, especially if the result is not apparent immediately. I was like, okay, so we have to identify ourselves as the small minority and keep tapping ourselves in the back. That's why it's good to celebrate small wins. 21 days of consistency, please celebrate yourself. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy to show up. It's not easy to keep at it. It's not easy to be willing to learn. So it's something to celebrate. All right. Nicola says, how can he register? Okay, yeah, maybe Emeka, you can send him the registration. This is Nicholas Mabeze, but I can also reach out to you after the graduation to send you our waiting list, the link to our waiting list. Then we can move from there. Thank you for showing up. It's good to have you here. And then we have Divine says, congratulations to Dr. Anna. Yup, congratulations to her. And then Dr. Uche is telling us about Atomic Habits. Yeah, that's a great book, right? It's really a great building habits. It's not easy. It's not as easy as some people make it look. All right, the final award, before I hand it over to Emeka, and all of us can have our final word and we can have a great, great, great Sunday. The Silent Achiever Award. This award celebrates the quiet achiever who may not always be in the spotlight, but has made considerable strides in their LinkedIn journey. Their impact is felt through the quality of their work, the depth of their insights, and their unwavering dedication to growth. This award goes to Gospel. The award goes to Gospel. Gospel, the Gospel of God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you, Gospel. It's really a pleasure to have all of these people. Thank you so much for showing up. Emeka, I know you were struggling with your lights. It's good to see that you finally made it. Do you know Emeka was in cohort 1?
Oh, really?
Emeka was in cohort 1. Those are the foundational people. Anyway, I'll let him talk. Most of the time, Nigeria's network doesn't let him come up, so I'm glad he's able to come today, and then we'll wrap it up in a minute. Emeka, thank you for coming.
Yes. Can you hear me now? Please confirm you can hear me, please.
Yes.
Confirm you can hear me, Dr. Amaka.
I hear you, Emeka.
We can hear you.
All right. So I just want to say big, big congratulations to all the people, all the awardees tonight, because these awards are not just carelessly done. These feedbacks and all that people are seeing. So one good thing about the internet space is that you can't hide on the internet. So for us, you are being consistent. Somebody is seeing it, and you may not know where that could lead to someday or in the nearest future. So congrats to everybody who have been there. So for me, it's been an interesting ride from cohort 1 to cohort 12. So that's 1 year in a row, 1 year of building, 1 year of development. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's been a wonderful time. So, okay. So I just want to congratulate everybody. And if you're attending this live session tonight, this graduation ceremony, I have not signed up. Please, I want to encourage you to sign up, because I signed up 12 cohorts ago and 12 cohorts after. I have no iota of regrets ever signing up. So please do that. So, yeah. So that's what I want to add at that point. Thank you. Dr. Amaka?
Emeka, how has your journey been though? I'm curious. Maybe you share a little bit about your journey, especially as someone with all the things you're doing with your... I tell you guys, when you have an opportunity, please sell yourself. It's very, very important. Stop being bashful. Whenever you have an opportunity, take this. If you didn't get anything from this live session today, take it as a lesson that when you show up somewhere and you have an opportunity to speak to, even if it is 2 people, say what you want to say, add what you want to say, but that should also be an opportunity to introduce yourself, who you are as a person, what you want them to remember about you. Always use that as an opportunity to say something about what you're doing. You see my Ibironke do that in the chat sharply. I was like, yeah, that's a Scholar Up alumni. She knows. Somebody in the chat would see, oh yeah, she's doing something with the parenting lounge. Maybe that's something I want to be interested in. Maybe that's something about it. So every networking and opportunity is an opportunity to market yourself, and then you can add any other thing that you want to add to it. Emeka, 12 cohorts. Oh yeah, go
All right,
ahead.
Doc. All right, good. So the my time on LinkedIn has just been an eye opener for me. For me, I'm a maker Christian, of course, as you all know. I'm all things food security, particularly farmers support and youth mobilization in agriculture. So in recent times, LinkedIn has also helped me to scale what I'm doing, both in mentoring youth under my Future Proof Mentorship Initiative, where I go to schools mentoring young people on academic excellence and personal development. In fact, an interesting experience that happened recently is that I partnered with an organization in Lagos State to have a conference for young people, young school leavers in Lagos, Nigeria. So we saw that we had an overflow in our registrations. I needed money. We needed money to get in a hall in less than 24 hours. Guess who came through for me? My LinkedIn family. People I met on LinkedIn who have not met me in person, because they saw the works I was putting out there, the fact I was helping young people, my fellow young people do stuff, guiding them along the lines of personal and professional development. They funded that whole project single-handedly. People I do not know. In fact, in the works I'm doing in agriculture also, let me also put this out there that I have an invitation to speak in an agricultural in the month of September. Thanks to all the works I'm putting out there on LinkedIn, I've been invited by an organization to speak there, all expenses paid, in Senegal, here in Africa. So
International.
this is one of the reasons I wake up every day to tell my story on LinkedIn. But recently, just last 2 Fridays, a university in Lagos State invited me to speak to their audience of over 500 university students on the place of professional positioning and development. And of course, I mentioned LinkedIn and I mentioned this our LinkedIn Elevation Challenge. So it has been an amazing journey for me. It has been an awesome.
Oh, Emeka's network has
Network.
finally thrown him out. Yeah, but I think we got the most of what he's saying. And Emeka is someone that I've been mentoring. Okay, he's back. I've been mentoring him for the past 1 year, and he shares all of these things with
Ah,
me. But I wanted him to have the opportunity to share. Emeka,
yeah.
welcome back. Keep going. Yeah, just keep going. Mhm.
All right. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so and several other partnerships that are in the pipeline, just thanks to my LinkedIn audience. In fact, I went to a place recently and I was speaking. I said I have 12,000 followers on LinkedIn. Some persons have been in my DM saying, please, how can we collaborate so that you can partner with us and put out our content to these 12,000 people out there on LinkedIn. So the testimonies are so many, because so much so that in recent times I'm even struggling to keep up with many things. I have to strike a balance. People are coming to say, we have 12,000 people. How do we partner with you to put our content, to put our resources, to put our product out there with them? I'm even getting paid for adverts.
Okay. These are the things
This
we're
was me
talking
who
about.
12 cohorts ago.
Mhm.
Yeah. I won an award recently. I was by organization to just run an ad of their products and services for a period of paid handsomely. So for any young person out there, one of the things I recommend strongly is LinkedIn, because LinkedIn has made me Googleable. You can search me on Google and find me. I've granted interviews. I've even getting TV interviews, podcast invitations, just by the reason of the stories I share on LinkedIn. Recently, I was in a conference and there's a young man, they call him Samson Obole. He's leading the youth movement in agricultural revolution in Nigeria. He saw me in a conference and he recognized me because of my engagement on LinkedIn around agriculture and putting out my thoughts in agriculture. And I don't know where that relationship will lead to. So my testimony on LinkedIn in this past cohort have been, I can't start recounting them because some of them are not yet matured for public consumption. So I just want to give it up for Dr. Amaka. Really, I'm not stopping at cohort 12 now. I'm continuing. And of course, I'm expecting that many persons will come behind me in this so that we get our LinkedIn profile and of course our professional presence on LinkedIn highly elevated so that we attract the opportunities and the networks that we want. And now look at me now sharing a platform with Professor Rosanna. where would I have been able to do that? If not for such a program. So
Honestly, what
if you're
an
still sitting
honor.
on the sideline, yeah, yes, man, because I desire to be a professor someday. So it's just a privilege to be here. And thank you, Dr. Amaka, for all the platforms. I've got an opportunity to speak in places that I may not have been able to. I have one of the former president of Nigeria, and now have the pleasure of connecting with him at a personal level, even collaborating to do stuff around youth mobilization in agriculture, all because I have believability because of LinkedIn. So it's a lot out here. Thank you so very much. I strongly recommend. Thank you.
Thank you, Emeka. It's so great to hear you speak and speak with the confidence with which you speak, knowing where we started 1 year ago, right? Knowing the Emeka, the Emeka that I knew 1 year ago when I said, okay, one special thing, the reason why Emeka is a special person is because he's a young man who is willing to serve. And that's not a trait you see in a lot of young people today. I remember Emeka after the first cohort. That's why I said he was in the first cohort. After the first cohort, he was the person that reached out to me and said, how can I volunteer? How can I be a part of this? It's only a very, very few people that do that. And then I was like, okay, come in. I'll find something for you. And since then, he's one of the people that does things behind the scenes to make me to be able to do the things that I do in the front end, right? And you would always see that impact show when people have the willingness to serve. And when he comes and he shares some of these testimonies with me personally, I'm like, yeah, it's high time that you also take the confidence to share it in public. It's your work. You've put in a lot of work. It took a lot of time for you to reach that point that people are now recognizing you. They're giving you award. They're paying you for partnership. Going for an all-expense paid trip in Senegal. I've not gone to Senegal, but that's good. I'm proud. I can say my mentee went, right? These are some of the stories that, if we don't share stories like this, and if people don't share it by themselves, it's either people will think it is made up or people will think that people are wasting their time. But it is when people come up to say, I put in this work, now this is what I gained from it, this is how my life changed. That is enough motivation for other people to know that your growth is your own responsibility. People can encourage you, people can motivate you, people can push you, people can coach you. But ultimately, if you refuse to do anything, it's not going to happen by magic. You have to also be able to sow that seed. So that's great. And Emeka, congratulations to you. And I'm really happy that despite the network, you kept back and forth until you were able to show up. Remosele says great stuff to you. Yep. And then Divine is another special mentee that I have. He's another proud agricultural woman. I have plenty of them. So this program has transformed my life professionally and personally. I have no regrets too, and I never will. Thank you so much, Coach Amaka. Divine, I'm so proud of you. You know that already. You really, really know that. And she's also saying congratulations to you, Emeka. And Ethan is also saying, so we're wrapping up now.
And sorry for a word for Mr. Remosele. Thank you so much, sir, for the whole coaching, fees coaching, and clarity sessions, and all the other coaches in the community. Thank you.
Yeah, Emeka, I say you are the real OG. I want to be like you when I grow up. My dear uncle, okay, let's wait for you to grow up. But Emeka said something, which is, I think for me, the goal of what I'm doing is just that creating that generational bridge. Because there are people with experience who can guide the younger people who are coming, who are willing to be guided, right? And it's just creating that bridge where you are seeing a young man who is still starting his life is having access to professors and doctors and coaches and people who are all over the place that he can now begin to aspire to be like. Because now he has seen 20 years in the future. Oh, this person is 20 years ahead of me. This person is 30 years. This person is 10 years. There are experiences, there are learning. That is the whole goal of the community I try to build. That is why it's so totally different from most of the other LinkedIn programs that people just come and gather, engage and post, and then scatter. For me, there has to be some sort of continuity. There has to be personal growth that reflects on your real life. I keep saying it, right? That whatever you are doing on LinkedIn, just make sure it's reflecting on your real life as a person. That when people begin to meet you, they will start saying that, oh yeah, you are different now. Something about you has changed. Well done, Emeka. I'm so proud. Augusta
Mhm.
is saying she's super proud of you, Emeka. Cheers to 12 successful cohorts and more wins to come. Thank you so much, Augusta. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Dr. Uche, she said, he said, servanthood brings great reward. That is true. When you
Indeed.
are
Yeah.
waiting, you should serve. Yeah,
Mm.
you should really, really serve. So we are wrapping
Mm.
up now. I'll give an opportunity to Professor Roxana. Please, Prof, some final words, Kainde, some final words, and we can all have our Sunday back. Thank you, everyone, for showing up, for engaging in the chat, for just being a part of this community, for us to just come together to encourage ourselves, talk to ourselves, share our journey, share our stories, and be happy that life is moving small, small. Thank you, Prof. Thank you for staying up till this time. Let me unmute. Yes.
I
Go
am
ahead.
muted. Okay, okay. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Amaka. Thank you, Amaka. I'm so proud of you, Amaka. I mean, Amaka, I am so proud of you. You're so energetic. Thank you so much, Kende, and everybody that showed up
Thank
here.
you,
And
ma.
I just want to thank my fellow graduates, the graduates. We made it. It's 21 out of 21. So can we clap for ourselves? 21 out of 21 is not easy. And actually, I'm registered for the next one because I didn't know what was going on. At least if not to show up and learn from them, for keep them company, for have a community, to come and have a community. So I'm so proud of you, Dr. Amaka. See what all the children, see, they are speaking to you like you are their mom. I am just admiring what is going on. So I am so proud of you. Thank you so much, everybody. And I see you in court 13. If you see anyone who is standing by the standing somewhere and thinking, what are they doing there? Tell them I said, come in. We are, come on in. Don't stand on the fence. I join them. Whenever they want me to come in, I still come again and join because I love what is going on. Thank you so much. I so much appreciate you. Thank you, Kane, for all
Thank
the
you, ma.
prizes. Because I
Thank
didn't know what
you,
was going on. Now I know. When I
ma.
came in during the summer, I said, let me go and see what Amaka is doing there. What are they all going to? There must be something because you never know. If you're just going to be sitting there, you don't know what they are sharing. So I said, this time I am coming to see what's going on. And now
Of
I
course.
see it. I love what I'm seeing. So I'm calling my brothers and sisters. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Much
so
Thank you,
much.
ma.
appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
ma.
for your encouragement. I truly appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. I see my mentor in the chat. This is my mentor who is always coming around. He says, to those in agriculture, massive progress is coming out fast. Yes, we cannot wait. Thank you so much. It's always good to see you coming to share us on, support us. I'm always happy to see your comments. Yes, we are already winding down. I'm glad you were able to catch us. Thank you, Prof. Kinde, I will also give it to you for some final words so that we can go back to our lives.
Okay. Thank you so much. What an honor to be on stage with a lot of doctors and the one and only Professor Roxana. It's an honor. I'm so grateful.
Thank you,
And
Kane.
so this is my pitch. My name is Kehinde Oniginde. I work at Associated Mineral Resource Limited. I am actually a co-owner, and we manufacture calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is in its powder form, and it's used basically to produce paint, asbestos, POP, glass, sleepers, rubbers, etc. It's actually a raw material that is also used in pharmaceuticals. But for us, our major customers are those that produce paint. And so, if there are any persons out there who would need calcium carbonate to produce their paints or any other thing, we are here located in Abuja, and I'm just a call away. And so on LinkedIn, I help professionals, entrepreneurs, and job seekers to revamp their profiles. I rewrite their about section, create their banner. I have a few skills here and there, designing, and I'm also learning AI. And so the reason why for the revamp is for so many years I found myself in a place where I was hiding, and so I want to help people come out of their shells and come out of that hiding place and to come out in their best form, in the way God has made them to be, not to hide their skills, not to hide their voice, not to hide who they are, or to come out in their best ability, to show up for themselves, not for another person, to show up for themselves and have a good sense of self-worth. That is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing on LinkedIn. And I'll be glad to work with anyone. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you to all the coaches, Dr. Augusta and Dr. Mary, brother me. I'm so grateful. Thank you for your support. And again, Professor Roxana, it's an honor. I mean, you have been a professor for a very long time, almost more than like a lifetime of my age. I'm so grateful. Thank you. It's an honor to be on stage with you. This can only happen at Scholar Up Academy. I don't know where else. And so if you are still in doubt,
I support.
join us in come up for yourself, show up for yourself and be transformed, not for the visibility, transformation.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kindly. And
you.
thank you for sharing about your business, right? You know, I guess that's a lesson for everyone to take from here, that wherever you find yourself, please, that's an opportunity to share who you are beyond whatever else you want to add to it. But always lead with also talking about yourself, because you are your own best cheerleader, right? You have to cheer for yourself, and then other people would cheer for you. Thank you all so much. Thank you to all the people in the chat. Foster is my friend here in the US who will become a doctor soon. We cannot wait. Foster says, congrats to Amaka. He says, you are selfless. Truly, indeed, Amaka is selfless. He's one of those mentees that I'm proud of. You know, like when you look at your mentee and you say, yeah, I'm really proud of what that person is doing. Dr. Uchechi says, thank you to Prof. And Divine, who is another person I'm so proud of, says, thank you. And then Dr. Augusta says, we love you, Prof. You're always welcome. Yeah, Prof knows. She knows that. I told her now. I said, Prof, if you need anything, just send a message. You don't even need to say anything. Whatever you need, we are here for you. We are really proud to have you as a part of our community. That is the thing, because it is people of like mind, people like you that people look forward to, look up to. And they can say, if Prof in her age is showing up and doing digital product and doing Facebook, Prof is my Facebook friend. I joined Facebook very recently. I was not on Facebook for the longest time. But finally, I decided to join Facebook, and I see Prof posting all the time. She posts prayers. I'm like, you know, if she can be doing this at this age, we don't have an excuse, right? That's an inspiration for us to also look at it, that no matter what we are doing in life, we have to create time to grow ourselves. We have to create time to put ourselves out there. And just as borrowing from what kind this is, showing up for yourself, not for anybody, not for anything, but for yourself, knowing that your growth is your own responsibility. So God has helped us. I'm really so happy. This is one whole year, 12 cohorts, 1 year, showing up, come rain, come high water.
Congratulations, Dr. Amaka.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that we're able to keep up the momentum, because it's not easy to keep things up, especially when you keep going, when you reach a point where it's like, life is too hard. But when you see the impact of the work you're doing and how people encourage you, you stay motivated, you stay on course, and you know that it's beyond you as a person. The work you're doing is not just for yourself, it's about the people you are impacting. And it's just I would say it's about answering the call of God in your life. That's how I see personal branding. I say it's you answer the call of God and then project that thing that you know how to do to help other people. Just project it, project it out, because it's easy to reach more people in the online space these days. If you decide to do whatever you are doing in person, how many people would you reach? How many people will see you in a conference like Amaka and recognize you? Amaka is now a star. When he goes somewhere, people are recognizing him. They're asking him for pictures, asking him for autograph. You only gain those kind of things because you put some sort of value continuously, and that value becomes associated with you. That you no longer need to knock so hard on doors, because your name, your face, your presence is already opening those doors even before you arrive. So you don't need to be explaining yourself too much. People will see you and like, oh, are you not that person? Are you not that person that is doing this? Are you not that person that is doing this? That should be like the goal. So for everybody who has attended and for those who are there, I'm encouraging you. Our next cohort is going to start soon, of course, but Take the time to figure out what you want to do and start doing. Understand that it is in the process of doing that you become better. Clarity comes from action. It doesn't come from sitting in one place and saying, until I learn everything before I start. No, life doesn't work that way. It is the process of iteration. You just keep doing it, doing it, doing it. Gradually, you wake up one day and you realize that you're a different person. You realize that you have shifted, you have moved. Even though you did not feel that you were moving, but you've actually moved because you've mentally grown. You've mentally kind of gained stamina, you've gained all of those muscles. So those are my final words. Thank you so much for Professor Roxana. Thank you, Kainde, for showing up. Thank you, Emeka. Congratulations to everyone. Congratulations to the graduates. Congratulations to Scholar Up for 1 year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so we're going to wrap it right here, and I'm just going to play my video in the end as a way to close the video. Thank you all for showing up and staying with us till the end.
Success begins with the right guidance and opportunities. And at Scholar Up Mentoring Academy, we are here to help you unlock your full potential. Whether you're preparing for graduate school applications or building a standout professional presence on LinkedIn, we provide the tools and support you need to thrive. Our programs are designed to help you craft a compelling personal brand, position yourself for global opportunities, and achieve your dreams. Led by Dr. Amaka Ifaduba, a dedicated mentor and coach, Scholar Up empowers you with personalized mentoring, actionable resources, and proven strategies to take bold steps toward a brighter future. Scholar Up Mentoring Academy is more than a program. It's a community dedicated to helping you succeed. Take the first step today and discover how we can guide you on your journey to greatness. Follow our page for updates and access all our resources at linktree.com/scholarupacademy. Your success story starts here.
Okay, I think my network was ceasing, but I think we have come to the end of our program. And remember, I said I have an event on this Friday. It's June 26th. So it's actually going to be on personal branding. Why building a personal brand is no longer negotiable. I put the link on the chat if you've not registered. It's going to be like a 1-hour event. It's in partnership with Graphy. So if you've not registered, this is an opportunity for you to register. It's a free event, right? So it's a free event. It's just an opportunity for us to learn as we continue to build community. So I'm inviting all of you who are here. If you're here, it's because you care about your personal brand. So take advantage of that. Come and connect with more people. Graphy is a company in India. So it's an opportunity to kind of expand your network. And I guess that's a testimony for building a personal brand, because they reached out to me and asked me to do this webinar, right? So this is a partnership. This is part of the reason when you have a brand that people begin to connect with, that you will just be there and the opportunities will come and meet you. It's not that you're not advertising, people just reach out to you and say, can you do this for us? This is what you get out of it. Because of course, if you don't get anything out of it, then there's no point, right? I won't say more than that. But of course, right, that's the whole goal of what we are doing, that those opportunities will begin to meet us without us going to go and fight for the opportunities. That's the whole point of our personal brand. That is the prayer I always have for all of the people that pass through my cohorts, that people are able to really build long enough that those opportunities you are struggling for will start coming to look for you. You start getting those DMs, you start getting those calls, you start getting all those things reaching out to you to do the things that you know how to do. Thank you so much, everyone. May God bless you. Emeka, we're already wrapping up, so I'm ending the live stream now. Take care of yourselves, and bye. I'll bring you up back to the stage so that you'll be on stage, and then we'll close. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Bye. Thank you.